Blessings, everyone. Today I would like to offer, this is an oracle reading from the Soul Journey Oracle from James Van Praagh. Because recently I've had quite a few people ask me, what is the difference between our soul and spirit? And spirit always gives me this analogy that spirit is the fullness. Spirit is us in our purest form, our truest form of love. It's the vast ocean of being. It is the highest connection that we have with Source. It's without the body. That is spirit. And then there's a part of us that wants to incarnate. And what happens is, it's kind of like a glass of water, where we take a scoop of that spirit and bring it into the physical, and it animates the body. It forms a personality that helps us experience what we came here for. And many lifetimes we've done this, and each part of our soul that we bring, like the cup of water, still has the connection to our higher self, our spirit self, which is the fuller part of us. And this enables the soul to create personalities that help with the experiences and play the storylines that we need for our lessons here. And as we gather the wisdom and the understanding and the healing, we bring that with us and we return to our fullness. So that's why they say we're always connected. There's always that part of our higher self that's there, that's connected with the soul, that helps us on the journey here. Although we are veiled, and some of the soul doesn't always remember. Sometimes it takes a transformative event, whether that be emotional, physical, to wake the soul up to remember its connection. Or sometimes the soul has specific lessons and experiences it wants to do completely on its own, just in the space of trust and working on that remembering and that connection, always working towards opening up to the higher consciousness. And this beautiful deck allows us to have a moment of something to contemplate for the soul, this part of us that does carry and develop a personality that helps the highest good on the journey. So first I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be the medium of light. And I ask our souls, all that's watching, to please open up for a message for the highest good. Thank you, I'm grateful. And what I'm gonna do is, I always shuffle 3 times. The first time embodies Source energy. The second shuffle embodies the fullness of spirit. And the third shuffle embodies the energy and the beautiful expression of Source that we are as the soul. And then what I do is I kind of move the cards around. And that just allows for the energy to develop. And they're saying, take this one. Forgiveness. I acknowledge that harboring resentment blocks the flow of love. And what I love are the beautiful mandala artworks on these cards. I'm just going to turn a light on here so we can see. And as they pull their energy close to help guide the souls, it's a very simple message. As a matter of fact, it's a message that White Eagle has spoken many times in his book, that ourselves, our truest selves, deserve the forgiveness the most. We must learn to forgive ourselves, because any experience we have in the moment may be limited to where we're at in that moment. And we all know that who we were just a year ago is not the person that we've become in the moment. And our personality needs the forgiveness because it's just navigating a story here. It's learning how to work with the intuition. It's learning how to work with the higher mind. And experiences kind of reshape and regroup our personality. And forgiveness is important because sometimes it's easier for us to forgive those we love or that we interact with on a daily basis, those who have hurt us, because we give them more understanding and compassion. And we listen because we understand that we don't want to carry that with us. We don't want to have that energy when we're no longer here. That we understand at this point, they're saying that the forgiveness is for us, not just to give grace to the others involved. But until we understand where we could have made a better choice, how our choices affect not only ourselves, but all of those in our lives, even down to our pets, then can we truly forgive? We don't just say, I'm sorry, to ourselves or to others to keep the peace. It's important that we contemplate and understand how we play a role in any experience, whether it's just on our own or interacting with others. That intention is everything. That true forgiveness is that release, understanding that harboring the emotions of an event or an experience is not serving the highest good. And we want to journey towards a freedom. Although there are certain limitations we have because we're in the physical, our souls can be free. And forgiveness of ourselves, our personalities, some of our choices, and some of our emotional experiences is imperative, as well as understanding and forgiving others. And they're saying very clearly, forgiveness doesn't enable excuse. And forgiveness doesn't necessarily mean we allow these instances to occur. Forgiveness means we've released the emotional attachments to any of the events or experiences, looked in our hearts to understand where it could have been handled in a different way, and then make that conscious, mindful choice to release the heart from any burdens of resentment, anger, guilt, fear that's holding on to, so that forgiveness may become the way forward. It's a very simple message today, and it's easier said than done. But please, for the soul's sake, so that this journey can be experienced to its fullest, so that we understand that whatever interactions or negativity that we hold on to that isn't for the highest good is going to heal, whether we're here doing this work or in the fullness of spirit in heaven or the other side of the universe, whatever words we like to attach to that. Because all of those in spirit that love us so dearly, no matter what our personalities had relationships like here in the physical, there is always understanding, because they see from the highest perspective. They use the fullness of their consciousness while they're there. And we also have to learn to forgive ourselves when we journey into fullness of spirit. So it is being encouraged as much as we can. Even if we have to do this over and over and over again, make this a mantra. Forgiveness. Thank you, everyone, for allowing me to bring this message with you today. Many beautiful blessings. Much love.